It is fried chicken time. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna fried chicken for the first time in like 5 years. So I got my chicken cleaned up already. You can see I got a little bit of Nashville hot seasoning going on top. That is this one for the people who are asking. I got my stations. I got my seasoned chicken fry. You can see there's baking powder, also more seasoning. Slap Your Mama. Tony Shashers is in there as well. I'm gonna mix that up beforehand. And of course, I have got my other station, which is the wet version. We're gonna do a double dip method, which means I am going from boom into boom, back to boom. Now, I need both my hands for this, so I cannot film it because I don't have a tripod, but all you're gonna see is this, go to there, and then go back to there, and then we're gonna set it and let it rest. All right, so you see what we're looking at. Chicken's coated. It's about 5 pieces here. So that'll be ready to go. In the meantime, we're also heating our oil in the skillet. Gotta make sure that gets hot. You want it about 350, 375. You can use a thermometer if you want to, but I don't. And we're gonna let these chill out. What we're looking to do when we drop these in, I'm gonna say before I put the chicken in, it's about 14 minutes it's gonna take to cook. You want an internal temperature of about 170, 175 degrees. You don't have a meat thermometer, just, I don't know what the hell you're gonna do. And you can see here I also have some fresh Brussels sprouts going on in an air fryer. I just chopped them, salt, pepper, and a little bit of olive oil, and that's gonna go in here for about 20 minutes at about 375 degrees. Just set it and forget it. It's gonna come out nice golden brown, nice little, I like the little crunch to my Brussels sprouts. Easy money. Also, before I drop these in, I'm shallow pan frying, which means I'm gonna have to turn it. So at about 7 minutes, I'm gonna turn it over. When you're frying chicken, if you're doing it in a shallow pan, do not mess with it too much and make sure they're not crowding. Make sure the chicken's not touching when they're in there. And only flip it once. You don't wanna touch it too much or it's gonna mess up. Very easy to mess up fried chicken. You want it to have a nice golden brown color on the outside and be nice and moist and juicy on the inside. And you start messing with it, you gotta trust the process. Don't touch it. Easy test, make sure your oil's ready to go. You get a wooden spoon, should start to bubble, which it is. I'll start dropping these in. I'm gonna lay them away from me. About 7 minutes on each side. It's gonna be a nice golden brown. Turn it over, another 7 minutes. Easy money. All right, you see I already started flipping them. You can see that nice golden brown color. I'm screwing this up. It's been 7 minutes. Ooh, that's crispy, crispy. I don't want to screw these up. I'm gonna take these out one by one. Transfer, one by one. Okay, normally I wouldn't do this. You probably can't read that, but that is exactly at 170. Blurry as shit, but you can see that's 140, 160, the red is 180. So that's at 170, that's perfect. We're gonna let these rest, plate up the rest of our meal, and I'm ready to eat, man. All right, there it is. A little fried chicken. Got them beer battered fries, had to kill off the rest of those. And those Brussels sprouts, extra Cajun, nice and crunchy like I like them, crispy, whatever. And you see this bag here? That's the Wingstop Ranch. You know I always got it, we move. What's going on, guys? King Trats here, back with another video on the channel. And today, I have to change that up if I'm gonna cook my food because you already know what I made. I just said it, so I'm saying it again. Fried chicken. First time I fried chicken in a very long time. Expectations, I know I have room to improve. I already know that, but I gotta get back into it. I haven't fried food in so long that I'm out of touch, but it smells good. It looks good. Hopefully it tastes good on the side. I had those beer battered fries. I had the bag from a couple of days ago. I just had to get rid of them, so that's what you see. And of course, the Brussels sprouts. I know y'all don't like Brussels sprouts. But I love them, and they keep me regular. I know you like those poop questions. Some of y'all are weirdos. Why are you worried about my toilet habits? For the record, I'm not a rhinoceros, and I don't take giant poops. But we're not taking pictures of those. Maybe one day we'll have a OnlyFans account, and we can do that for all you weirdos, and then you can enjoy yourselves. But anyway, let's get back to the food. I've had this next to me for a while, and I haven't used it yet. But today's definitely going on chicken, because I like hot sauce on my fried chicken, especially when I'm making it at home. But, yeah, hear that? Is it? Yeah, it might be. Might be. We might have jackpot. Listen, can you hear it? I don't know. Let's find out. It's still hot. was good though. It was good. It was good. I should have made it spicier though. It's the only thing I'm critiquing myself. I probably should let it sit for longer because it's still hot as hell and I just burned my mouth like 7 times. I don't know, can y'all see the steam? It's steaming pretty good. But texture-wise it's good. I wanted more of a spicier. I added Nashville hot, but I think I didn't take into account how much actual flour that I use, and it's not spicy enough, but we could fix that. I love this case, by the way. How dope is this? This is the white truffle one. I say this all the time, but that's just like, it's like royalty type stuff. I don't know, I just feel really distinguished when I use this one. Got the little gold on the bottom. Better be gold. This stuff is like liquid gold though. Hella expensive, but I don't know. I've been eating truffle for a while now, and I'm addicted. Sometimes you just gotta spend on the things that you like. And this is the things that I like. Come here. See, that's what's missing, right? Mm-hmm. There you go. I also am not the biggest drumstick fan, and it was the only chicken that I had on hand at the house. I think next time I'll either do thighs. I ate those without realizing it last week. Or wings. Some fry some wings. Right? Or no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to y'all. Look at this. Very important. Stuff's like liquid gold, man. A little bit goes a long way. Why am I turning it around? I'm telling y'all, y'all know I'm tired. Yeah, very good. I wanted it to be spicier. It's not spicy, but I didn't use enough spicy seasoning, that's fine. I'm gonna try to do a couple of meals, or probably one a week where, I mean, I only got 4 little ass drumsticks, and for me, you know I ain't gonna cut it, but when you fry and stuff, I'm not gonna eat as much for sure. This is hot as hell. Tell me I'm not the only one doing that. When you eat something, and you want to eat it so bad, that you burn your mouth, and you be like, well, somehow you still eat it? That's me. I can see the steam coming off this bad boy, but still juicy. But it's gonna take trial and error, and I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Anytime I make something new, like I said, I honestly haven't fried anything since like, probably been like 5-6 years. Like, no joke. I know y'all hate them sprouts, but they're like, you ever have kale chips? You did. You know what I'm saying? It's that same thing. And Brussels sprouts is one of the few foods that I actually don't really care to season that much. Salt, sea salt, and pepper. That's it. Sometimes I'll do like a little bit of garlic, and that's it. So, update on how am I feeling? Today was bad. But I think it's only getting worse because of the heat and the humidity around here. I said this a couple days ago, but we are like smack dab in the middle of a heat wave, and it's 100 degrees here. It's hot. And it's just causing my sinus pressure to go through the roof. So today, I was with my dogs. You know, they still got to go outside. Got to make sure they're exercising, of course, and obviously make sure that they're well hydrated. Well, in my stupidity, I forgot to hydrate myself. So I was so worried about them getting water, and they were thirsty, so they drank it all. I ain't had no water, so I ended up like with like heat exhaustion almost. I'm not as congested as I was, but excuse me. Today was more like, be careful when you're in the heat. And I'm saying this because I'm stupid and I didn't do it myself. I usually drink a lot of water, and I keep a gallon of water on me during the day. This is usually my second gallon, which is like more juice. This is lemonade, by the way. And my first one's just straight up water. So when I have them, I was letting them drink from my gallon. So much to the point that they almost, between the two of them, my dogs are pretty decent size, especially my German Shepherd. He's over 100 pounds. He's a big boy. They wanted water. I gave it to them, and I forgot I didn't have any water for myself. So later on in the day, I started getting like I don't know if you've ever had like that heat feeling like that, but I started getting nauseous. I feel fine now. You know, I got to make sure I got plenty of fluids in me once I got home. I still finished my day at work, which wasn't the easiest. But I'm just the type of person, listen, I love that right there. That I can have the most going on, and I don't act like nothing's wrong. I almost missed my mouth, yes. I definitely get that from my mom. She's the same way. We both got, not at the same time, but, you know, the thing that ends in 19. Tell a story all the time, but I got mine right when like the lockdown started, literally. In New Jersey, it started really early. It started in about March. We were one of the first states to go into it because our numbers were so high. So they told everybody to go home. It was like a Monday. It was like right before St. Patrick's Day. They told everybody to go home. The night I got home, I was eating. I couldn't taste anything. But I was still trying to play it off to nobody. I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, hey, this mac and cheese don't really taste right. I'm a weirdo, man. Next day I started getting like the chills and still trying to go on about my day like nothing. That was the truffle. Oh man, no mames. So I'm feeling sick. I was like, I'm going to take it. I'm just going to take a nap. Sleep it off. Woke up, felt sicker. Still trying to act like nothing's wrong. I just won't eat tomorrow. I just kept playing it off until I finally fainted. Then I called the doctor. It was even worse. I hate my laugh. And it was even worse because I live solo. So I was like, yo, something bad really happens to me because I fainted. I was like, ain't nobody gonna find me for a while, bro. But you can check. If you go on my Instagram, because I wasn't doing YouTube back then. This was a year ago. There's no post for a calendar week in the middle of March. Not a single post. I was radio silent. My best friend, my brother, he thought I was mad at him or something. But I swear, you know, we don't fight, like ever. And we talk like every day for like the last like 20 some odd years, so I didn't really look at my phone because I was so like tired, like I just never even checked it. When after like 3 or 4 days, I just dipped this. I don't even care. When it's not working, to go to. Finally, when I started like at least having the strength to sit up, that's how bad it was. I'm looking at my phone. He's sending me like, he ain't gonna see this shit anyway. I don't care. You know how like when you're dating somebody and they're waiting for a reply, and they start sending you like the dots. It'd be like dot dot dot. You know what I'm talking about? I got like 3 of those. I got like a hello. Like, you know how it is. It's about that time I was like, maybe I should get married or something so somebody could look after me, but I don't trust y'all. Y'all trifling. Speaking of which, I have come to the concrete decision that while I am not opposed to a lifetime partner, I'm not getting married. It's not happening. I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, wait till you meet the right person. I don't care. It's not the point. Y'all ain't hearing me. I am not opposed to being with someone for the rest of my life. I've come to that decision. What I am opposed to is signing them paper. No. Absolutely not. I ain't doing it. Shout out to all you married couples out there that walked down the aisle. I hope it was cool. I hope the wedding was fun. I hope y'all got the fountain with the fondue. That's the only reason I like weddings. Not me. You can move in. Maybe. I ain't signing paper. Nope. I hate that little piece on drums. That's why I hate drumsticks. And I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like now, with the way that things have gone in the grand scale of the world, that the actual legally binding contract of marriage is like, you can tell me, and you write in the comments, tell me the one reason why the hell I should sign that paper. Again, I'm not talking about the act of being in love and being with somebody for the rest of my life. I'm talking about signing the paper. Give me one good reason why it makes sense for me to sign that paper. Because if I get divorced and you take my money, don't give me the prenup, which is already diminishing the fact, because signing a prenup is probably like, I've never obviously signed one, but that's got to be the weirdest thing in the world. If anybody out there who's married signed a prenup, please let me know. Was that a weird process? Because you're like, listen, hey, baby, I love you. Now, just in case it doesn't work out, let's go over this. How are we gonna divvy this stuff up? That's got to be weird. Now you're covering your booty, which I completely understand. You got to these days. I don't know way too many people, and that goes for, it's not just the men. Like, I know a lot of people talk about when like divorce and men have to pay like alimony and all that stuff. I personally know women that got stuck paying alimony, and it was messy. So it goes both ways. Now, a lot more men than I know that had to pay it, but there are some women, you know. And I genuinely don't see a point of the paper. I'm not opposed to get married though. Not married, but like, I'll even wear the damn ring. I'm just not signing the paper. We can tell everybody we married. We ain't legally. And I know so many people these days that they're separated, but because the process of divorce is so messy, they're still legally married and they're both seeing other people. Make it make sense to me. You can, I'm not talking about the love part, the union. We can even have a damn wedding. I'm just not, I ain't signing that paper, bro. That's a contract. I don't see no reason to do it. What, for the kids? I know plenty of people that they ain't even damn together. The amount of people that are having kids out of wedlock anyway, what the hell's the difference? So, I just don't see the point of it. And the one thing I can tell you about me, and I've been this way since childhood, I got in trouble with teachers, coaches, don't matter. I would never make a good soldier because I don't follow orders. If I think something's stupid, I'm not doing it. I'm built that way. You ain't roping me in to get married. Especially in America, because weddings are an event, bro. Like, that's crazy. Be spending like $50,000, $60,000 on one night. So you can take pictures. And I'm adamant about this. I think most people, when it comes to marriage, they don't really believe in it either. I think most people are obsessed with the idea of marriage, the idea of the wedding, the idea of the wedding photos and the event and everything around it. You're so excited about that you forget, like, you know, when all that the smoke clears, like, you're still with that person. But people are so excited about the event these days. And the wedding. Like, weddings are so dumb to me. I've been invited to so many weddings. I don't even know these people. You just want me there. Like, it's so dumb, bro. I just feel like there's so much more important things than that. And I think most men go through with the wedding process because they just don't want to hear it from their wife. And that's the start of it. I've never once, and maybe there are. You let me know if you watch them. I've never been a man who was like excited about the event aspect, the planning and all that. I'm sure there was some. There's always exceptions to every rule, but most, the ones I know, no. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of men who are excited about the woman they love and tying the knot. Yeah, that's different. I'm talking about the event. I know people are going to misconstrue what I am saying. I am talking about the bells and whistles behind marriage. Like, I think there's there's more than a million reasons why the divorce rate has like quadrupled in the last 10 years, and on top of that, quadrupled and quadrupled and quadrupled. You ask most boomers, baby boomers, meaning people born right after World War II, so the mid to late 40s, up until 1965. Ask them their wedding event. Ask them what it was. See if any of them had a huge wedding. Huge wedding. And I'm not even talking about amount of people. I'm talking about expensive. That's something that has started now. I remember when people used to get married for love. My parents got married at City Hall. They didn't have no damn wedding. They've been together for like, 35 years? That's the realness. And the truth of the matter is, I could never marry somebody who wants all that crazy stuff. I know never say never. It's a turnoff though. In my relationships, in the past, and in the future, the biggest turnoffs for me are people who care more about the illusion of the relationship than the actual relationship. What size is the ring on my finger? It's not about the money. It's about, I shouldn't have to prove my love to you by how much money I spend on you. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I think it's stupid, especially in this day and age. People talk about chivalry, which chivalry, the action of chivalry is different than that kind of stuff. Chivalry as in holding a door open for someone, taking care of someone, like caring for them, doing for them. That is not what I'm talking about. But the chivalry of, and look, I know people disagree with me on this. I've had this conversation a billion times. Oh, the man should pay for everything. Fucking why? It's not about the money. It's about, don't tell me, because I see all this stuff now on like, you know, Instagram, TikTok, people talking about it. Men these days want to be roommates. You're fucking right, we do. Understand this, and I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again for the people in the back who can't hear me. Give me this hot sauce too. I'm going in right now. It's 2021. It is not 1942. What that means is you have a fucking job. You went in college. Why, and not only that, you want to claim independence. The difference between now and then is that women were not independent. I hated that. I didn't like that. The reason things like that existed back then is because women were not allowed to think for themselves. Men took care of everything. The woman's job back then was to take care of the house, take care of the children, and shut up. That's it. I don't like that. But because of that, the man was the provider, was the breadwinner, was the one bringing home the bacon. Now, I don't care about the split of money. But if you live with me and you have a full-time job and you don't lift a finger or pay a bill, you can kiss my ass. I'm being real. I'm not talking about I have to pay, or you have to pay half. I don't care about half. It's about, like, case in point. Say we both had jobs, and you made, like, and she made, like, 50 grand a year, and I made 200 grand a year. I'm not going to ask her to pay half. That's stupid. You're going to pay something. You're not just going to stack money. Like, that's stupid. You have a job. You know what I'm saying? And also understand this. Ladies, you can say whatever the hell you want to. If you are dating a man who is traditionally old school and wants to provide for you and pay everything, if you think for a second that he's going to allow you to do whatever you want, you are sorely mistaken. Every man that I've known in my life, and of course there's exceptions to every rule, but every man I've known in my life who wants to do that kind of stuff, pay for everything, they don't want a woman, in my opinion. They want a submissive, like, you can get going out with your friends. Not unless I tell you to. Or say you can. Not me, because I don't like that. But that's how they are. I don't even like the phrase, my woman. In that sense, like, I don't want my woman working. Like, if I wanted that, I would get another dog. I have 2 dogs. They do whatever the hell I tell them to do. They eat when I say they can eat. They go outside and use the bathroom when I say they can go outside and use the bathroom. Because they ain't putting in on this rent. I don't pay rent, mortgage, but still. So, if you want a partner is a partner. What that means is you contributing. Doesn't mean 50-50. It means you're contributing, though. But these days, there's a lot of people that want selective chivalry. Men and women. Right? You cannot claim to be an independent woman and you don't want to pay for shit. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. How are you independent and I'm paying for everything? That means you're dependent. You're depending on me to live. Are you not? So, you can't have both. I hate that little cartilage. You cannot have both. You have one, or you have the other. Or some sort of negotiation process. But you say you don't, I don't want a roommate. So then what do you want? You want a provider? Forget protector. Like, yeah, I'm always going to protect. But a provider? I provide 100% of everything? The hell are you doing then? What do I need you for? I'm just being real. If I'm taking care of everything, what are you giving me? What? Love? Then I should give you love back. That's what it is, right? But this ain't 1942. You better get the light bill, at least. I consider myself independent. I don't rely on anybody. It's just me. I'm a one-man show. But if I was dating a woman who gave me everything, provided everything, I can't say anything. I have no say. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at that point, like, it's her show. And that's how it used to be when men were considered the breadwinners. But if you want to do your thing, I'm all for that. I love that. I want that. I don't want to marry or be forever with a woman who needs me. And I mean needs me to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about needs me like needs me around, needs to be with me. Like, yeah, of course. But if you need me, like, and I guess it's more of like a preference thing. Because some women prefer that. I've talked to women that are like, no, I'm old school. Like, you lead the way. But if you lead the way, that means you go where I tell you. And they're like, yeah, hey, bet. But I don't want that. Personally, I've always been attracted to type A personality type women. I like women that fight with me. Like, I'm not saying like argue, but like, I like a woman who can check me if I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that. That's what I want. I want a partner. I want somebody to be like, nah, that's stupid. Nah, hold up. You know what I'm saying? That's not for everybody. In my opinion, it takes a strong man, I consider myself one, to handle, and when I say handle, I mean to be with, not handle like, you know, but to be with that type of woman. Not every woman is like that, and not every man is like me. And I'm not dissing you if you want, you know, the old school. I'm not saying you're weak, but I don't, like, I have friends who they can't, like, they're attracted to type A, like I am, but they can't handle them. They lose their minds. They can't deal with that, you know, because they stand up and they will do like, I'm not listening, you shut up. Like, that for me, I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different for everybody. It always is. But that's more of a preference thing. I'm more talking about like how I get down. And I grew up in a household where my parents were partners. They both put in. Like, one made more than the other, yeah. But they both put in. And they both argued and said. And you know, they both took care of business. They both did, but they, like, sometimes my dad cooked, sometimes my mom cooked. Sometimes my dad didn't do no damn laundry. He still can't do laundry. I think I did it. But you get what I'm saying. Like, that's more of what I like. Like, check me. Like, Like to me, like, I need a queen. And when I say a queen, like, in a kingdom, I'm a king, right? And something happens, and I can't for now. Like, I'm down. The queen can take the reins. She's gonna rule. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I got this, but I know you can too. You know what I mean? I couldn't be with somebody who, like, if I didn't say anything, they would just stand there like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. So if I get sick, something happens, like, they can hold me down. I'm gonna hold you down, but you can hold me down too. That's a partnership. And in a partnership, I'm not paying for fucking everything. Stupid ass laugh. Anyway, chicken was delicious. Couple of tweaks I'm gonna make. I'm gonna do this again pretty soon, ASAP. But it's like 4 in the morning, bro. So I gotta take a nap or something. Blow my nose for once. I probably got boogers, but don't mind that. I was preaching. Anyway, I love y'all. We back. What, back tomorrow? I'm not sure. This weekend's gonna be crazy. I'm trying to do something. I love y'all. We back soon. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.